We icy into the week, and sanitation crews, well, they've been on the job around the clock to make sure our roads are clear and we can actually get around. So we started the week with Sanitation Commissioner Edward Grayson, and he joins us this morning to finish off the week. So good morning yet again, Commissioner Grayson.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. All right, boy, it's been quite the week. Mother Nature putting your department through the ringer. Where do snow operations stand at this hour?
At this point, we have plowed every street in the city. This morning, everybody watching, when you wake up today, you're going to see a glazed over roadway in some cases. It's just slushy roadway. So we want to remind all of your viewers this morning, take extra time if you have to travel. It's going to be cold today. There's some lingering moisture in the air, but the roads have all been plowed. We're just circling around again and again with salt to give you more traction.
Yeah, well, that's going to be important because snow and freezing rain are expected to continue throughout the day. So what areas are you really targeting that are those problematic areas?
Well, right now, we're just going to be circling into the residential streets more and more. We put a lot of emphasis, as we should, on the critical roadways and the arterial roadways, public transit, hubs. We've completed those passes multiple times. With this kind of lingering moisture, it's just going to be an all-day affair with the salt, and that's what we're prepared to do. Just keep working around the clock to provide as best traction control as we can.
Is there a way for residents to report whether they need their street plowed, and how quickly after that report can they see some results?
Well, right now, if the residents are looking for to complain about or offer a suggestion on where they could use additional traction, they can call 311. For right now, we'd like to remind all the viewers, we're in an active pattern of precipitation. We need time to complete all the schedules and continue onward. So definitely call 311 if you'd like to report an issue. But it's an active precip in cold temps. We're going to be going round the clock for a while with salt, and there's no let up in sight for at least a day or so.
I know, but you know, when folks hear call 311, they're like, that's going to take forever. They're not going to get to us right away. And I understand you urging people to have a little patience here, but at the same time, we've been through this for so many times during this month. I think, February may be even bordering on the record book. So how are you urging folks and letting them know that it indeed is being done as quickly as possible? Because I think that's where there's a little bit of a disconnect.
I think, though, that and this is a good question, I think that the viewers need to understand that we have systemic routing. We have a planned approach. It's very methodical. It's very targeted to get to every street and provide salt and extra traction control. I completely understand a lot of the point of views of all New Yorkers. It's been 20 days straight where we've seen better than 2 feet of snow. Like you said, one of the worst Februaries we've had in meteorological recorded history for New York City. And it feels like a Sisyphus journey. We've had delays on refuse and recycling. We've had ongoing snow operations. So believe me, I don't like asking New Yorkers to have patience. I've been a lifelong New Yorker. Asking for patience,
especially after what we've been through, and in a pandemic, nonetheless.
Yes,
so let's talk about garbage collection and recycling. That has been a bit of a problem area as well. It's been suspended while we deal with all this snow. The last snowstorm, we saw it piling up on the sides of the streets. Any idea when that will resume, and if we can, prevent what we saw happening just last week?
Well, the major snowstorm that we had at the beginning of the month, those huge amounts of snow definitely caused residual delays. Right now, we are delayed all of the Thursday, and we are delayed all of the Friday. So if you were supposed to be picked up on Thursday, you didn't get it picked up yet. If you're supposed to be picked up on Friday, we clearly haven't been out yet with this active precept. Really, with this, if the snow ends when we say it will, we should be able to start making much more headway on getting into that backlogged material quicker than the last event, only because it wasn't as significant.
Yeah, because it was piling up, as we talked about here on the show. Commissioner Grayson, thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate your repeat appearance this week.
Thank you for having us.